Chief? Can you hear me?
Hey! We're recording the podcast! Shut up!
Good morning to you, wherever you are, because it is
Morning Subway!
for July 24th, 2026. My name is Bernie Burns, sitting right over there, right in front of me. It's Ashley Burns. Say hi to Ashley, everybody.
It's so nice to see your face, not just hear your voice.
Gosh, I'm so happy to be back, Ashley. I cannot tell you how happy I am to be back with my favorite person in the world, you. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's funny, I always know that, obviously I know like when your flights are, but I always know when you're going to be coming home because stuff just starts showing up at the house.
Oh, I have my new system that I've got.
So you must be like, yeah, I'm going home, so I'm going to like order this and this. So a monitor just showed up at the house. And I was like, Bernie's must be on his way.
It's funny you say the word monitor because I guess LG is now taking that term to its full limits, monitoring you.
Right.
So here's what I found that I liked my setup that I had in my office here, but I like to go down to where like I work at my little creative cabin that I work in.
Your hobbit hole?
My hobbit hole. It's not quite this setup to edit the podcast, but I'd like to make it so I can just go straight down there first thing in the morning. I have a new like exercise thing that I'm trying.
What's your new exercise thing? Are you blade maxing?
It might have affected me a little bit. 10 days in
Burns
Austin
maxing?
is brutal. I ate so much.
What's the best thing you ate while you were in Austin? Make me mad right now.
Oh, man. What was the best thing I ate? But it was like all the staples. The one that you would like is I did get a pint of Haagen-Dazs chocolate peanut butter ice cream.
That's some good stuff.
That would make you jealous.
That is some good stuff. I don't know why they don't seem to carry that kind of stuff in the stores here. I feel like chocolate peanut butter is not the craziest flavor in the world. That seems like basic enough that you should be able to get that here.
Yeah.
All right? And anytime you go throwing two A's into a brand name, you're like Haagen-Dazs, that seems like something that should be very European friendly.
But it's not. It's from New Jersey. That was like one of the...
It's a lie.
I remember when I was a kid, they made a big deal about the fact that, it had a map of, I think, like Sweden on the back of it. I think that's what it's supposed to imply. And there was a big 60-minute expose that it was made in New Jersey. They just made the whole brand up or something like that. I'd look that up and fact check that.
Anyway, you know what? Haagen-Dazs chocolate peanut butter belongs in Britain.
It does.
We deserve it.
Yeah, I agree. It does. Are peanuts indigenous to the U.S.?
I don't think so.
Are they? Maybe they are, though.
If they were indigenous to the U.S., Bernie, why would elephants like them so much?
Oh, that's a really good point. Well, you really blew that away. But the new exercise thing that I saw, you have a drastic thing, like you're like, whoa, and then you put in what is your thing that you do?
Well, my thing is, I tried to keep my cardio up. Right now, I do incline walking exercises on the treadmill with a weighted vest.
No, but like when you get on the scale. And you've been like when you get back from, say, for instance, an all-inclusive resort. You get back. I back to back that with the U.S. So
you did.
I'm like, whoa! I need to do something. When you see that on the scale, I got to do something.
Yeah, my thing is I do 4 days of protein shakes.
Yeah, you just drink
where
protein shakes.
I'll drink like 125 for my weight. I'll drink just protein shakes for 4 days, and it's incredibly hard, and that's why I do it. Is because my body just needs to like calm the fuck down. Because as soon as I start eating stuff, it's so easy to just eat more stuff.
I would, mine would be to go to what's called OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. And it's not the most extreme form of intermittent fasting, but like you just go down and you have 1 meal a day. And you just think, well, hey, I'm not going to, because I'm a snack guy. I like to snack. And our kids are definitely snack kids.
Would you say you're a snack guy?
I'm kind of a snack guy. And then if I get on a 1 meal a day, it's great. I did see something though that I thought I'm going to see if I can give this a try. I'm not going to go to this extreme a version of it. Like I like intermittent fasting, for instance, but I don't do like some people do like a week of water fasting. I've even read
That's too much.
It's just too much, man.
That's just too much.
But I read about a guy who was doing a thing where he doesn't eat until he hits 10,000 steps a day. So he delays it till much later in the day, but then also if he wants to eat, he does whatever his exercise is. I don't really do the 10,000 steps a day, but I have my little exercise ring on my Apple Watch. So once I hit that exercise ring, then I'm going to eat in that day.
Okay. All right. That's It's interesting because that's such like a dude approach. I don't think women, at least not women my age, we can't take that approach.
Why's that?
Because the second you say that, I'm like, oh, sounds like you're spiking your cortisol there.
Oh, yeah.
You spike your cortisol, your body's going to hold on to that fat around your middle. Like that's all the stuff that like women hear about women's biology and like the female metabolism and all that. So I'm like, I can't do that.
I got to point this out because I point it out every time we talk about this stuff. Nutrition had to be the first science, right? Either eat this or don't eat that. And if it wasn't the first, it had to be like among the first sciences. Way before fire, way before all that other stuff. Probably before nuclear fission. It was one of the first sciences. We still just like every 6 months completely change all the rules about nutrition.
Well, I think part of it is that a lot of the quote unquote science is actually marketing.
Yes,
right.
I agree.
And I think part of it is also the reason it changes is because you try something, you have a hypothesis, you experiment, you try it, and then you find the conclusion. And sometimes the conclusion does not match the hypothesis. And so it is like there is a science to it, maybe in the fact that you're like, oh, we've determined that this was not the good thing. And that's actually being able to like go back and say, no, this is wrong. We thought this is wrong now. That actually kind of is a scientific approach. Right? But like being able to admit that like you were wrong and having like done repeated experiments and then finally come to a conclusion. And I know we do that with everything, but I think a lot of it's marketing. Like the agave syrups and stuff for a while.
Where though in your procedure there, what step is making a podcast and talking about it and making short form reels about it?
Oh, that's step one.
Yeah. And I also want to like in that whole scientific method that you just laid out there, how did the getting sun in your butthole get in there? Like, how did someone discover that?
I think someone got caught.
That's enough right there. Somebody got caught. We all understand. And they went, oh, no, I'm a scientist. And they're like, okay. Then they had to go with it for a long time while the person who caught them was like, and they're like, no, I'm going to do a podcast and I'm doing a press tour.
Right. It's like the guy who pretended to be like lactose intolerant at the office and now it's gone way too far.
It's gone way too far. There's a great internet short about that where a guy gets a ticket and he says he's racing to see his pregnant wife and the cop goes, okay, I'll follow you. Follows him to the emergency room and he goes, is there any single moms who are having a baby? So he goes in there, but then the cop keeps following him like all the way through the kid's graduation. It's a great short. And then after graduation, it's like, okay, I guess I'll let you go. With a warning.
That's diligence.
But I had a great time in Austin. It's always good to go back and visit everybody. I saw a comment that Bernie seemed very energized. I would say this was a very energizing trip.
Good.
I spent a lot of time like visiting with people and talking about stuff and just overall it was great. It was pretty whirlwind, I have to say. It was like one thing into the next. In fact, next week, we're going to have some guests around here. We've got my uni buddies coming. And as a result, I didn't see them in Austin. And I think one of them in particular was like, dude, we're right here. You came all the way over to America and you haven't seen us. Like, oh, well, I'm going to see you like in a week.
Yeah, because you're coming to me.
Yeah.
We're all going to get sick of each other. Don't worry about it. We'll have enough time.
One of them's having passport issues and might not make it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
passport issues. Is it expiring within the next 6 months?
No, he's been trying to get a new passport since June. And, go figure with everything being cut. It's like, oh, they keep punting it back to him. It's a renewal. He's had a passport for decades and he's trying to renew it. And they're just like, oh, we can't figure this out.
Which is funny because I would suggest he then go to an embassy in the nearest foreign country, but he would have to be able to get there. So his passport
Right.
would have to work for him to get there. Like we renew ours through the embassy in Edinburgh and it's fast. It's shockingly fast.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's a good point. Right. We're renewing our U.S. passport in Edinburgh where we live. Right.
Right.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's there's a weird rules too though with visas where you can't be in the country when your visa is being renewed. I'm not really sure why they say that,
It can depend on the visa as well.
Yeah. Is it not like a squatting thing or whatever? You could just claim citizenship if you're in the country at the time?
I was here.
I don't understand squatting. I don't.
Go ahead.
There's a lot of stories about it in the U.S. I don't understand it. Like if someone's in a house and it's not their house, and you can't get rid of them.
Well, so a lot of it comes down to laws designed to protect tenants because basically that squatter can just print out a contract that they have written themselves saying that they're a tenant, and they can sign it. And you, who own the house, can say, that's not a real contract. I didn't sign that contract. That is not a legal contract. But theoretically, an actual tenant could also be in that situation with a landlord who's trying to get rid of them saying, no, that can't be a real contract. So there are a lot of laws that are written to protect tenants.
I get you. In different
And
states, too.
yeah, so what it comes down to is like once they're in, you have to go through the eviction process as if they were an official tenant.
Oh, okay. Every time you say
And that's-
tenant, I think you're saying tenants, the lager. And I'm thinking, did you see that Scotland, speaking of tenants lager and protecting tenants, the owner of the Boston Patriots, to simplify this discussion, New England Patriots,
Because Boston loved the Scots during the World Cup so
loved
much.
hosting them, and it was great. This is like 3 tangents now at one time. Also, I read just a guy fell 18 feet trying to put a traffic cone on top of a statue and almost killed himself doing it recently.
Properly Scottish.
I've often wondered about that. I've also wondered about traffic cones mark something dangerous. Typically, we
did
haven't
they
talked about
come
that
from?
aspect of it. Of like a guy walked into a hole because, doesn't it look funny on top of the statue?
Like where does someone just have a stash of these at home? Do you steal them off a truck or do you steal them from an actual traffic hazard?
Well, the new guy, on the road crew's like, hey, why are we putting out 3 extra cones? It's like, trust us, kid, we got to do this.
This is just the way this works.
We have to put out extra traffic cones
so that we have one left.
to mark every single pothole. But so the owner of the New England Patriots is paying to send 300 Scots from Scotland, stay with me here, to Germany
Yeah, I have questions about that.
because the Patriots are having an exhibition game or, one of these games where they play in a different country. They're playing there, and he wants Scots to be there. Apparently now Scots are the ambassador for sports in countries where that sport is not very popular.
This is the craziest part about this whole thing, aside from just like we're just gonna send Scots as the American ambassadors, is that so the New England Patriots, the NFL football team,
Yes.
are going to be playing in Germany, but do you know who they're playing? They're playing Detroit.
Correct. They're playing another American
So-
football team.
So 2 American football teams are going to Germany
Yes.
to play each other, and they're sending the Scots.
Correct. It's like Germans have nothing to do with this at all, other than being the place where they're playing it. That's it.
Hey, I'm just here, man.
Right. That's it. And so it's one of these exhibition matches. They do them in the UK as well on a fairly regular basis. I was hoping to catch.
To like try to get people interested.
Yeah, like a baseball game. I would imagine though it's really like a big pain in the ass to retrofit the pitch for basically one game. I haven't really ever
Are
watched
they
one
the
of these
same
things.
size?
It's not so much the size. I'm pretty sure an NFL football field could fit on a soccer pitch. It's more the markings and stuff.
Yeah, like you'd have to repaint, but also with football, you have to put up the forks.
You got to put up the forks, right? You also have to put up the big forks. Ashley. You are correct. It does seem like a lot of work for it. So why not bring in 300 Scots? Why not do it?
Right, and you have to change all the way you do all your advertising because all the advertising is like arena specific with like the football fields, right?
I feel like this is more to cater to people who used to live in the U.S. and who no longer do, rather than trying
You think
to.
they can fill a stadium with expats?
What's that?
You think they can fill a stadium with American expats in Germany?
See, now you can't say expats with the Patriots playing either, because then it's like Drew Bledsoe, Tom Brady showing up.
Are you a patriot? You an expatriate?
Well, yeah, but it's like they keep trying to make the NFL happen. It's like they're trying to make fetch happen, and they can't make fetch happen. They've tried a bunch to do it.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Baseball could happen because it's taken off in like a lot of Latin America and of course Japan as well. So I keep thinking baseball could, but also I feel like baseball's time is behind it. Really, I mean, I feel like it has like fallen off.
Not enough blood to make it interesting to a modern audience.
Yeah,
or,
it's just-
or is it too much XL?
It's just slow, but it's like if you grew up with that particular version of slow, you like it. But if introducing to someone later in life, it's tough.
Right.
It's all because it's social media. Ashley, it's all these kids on their social media.
The rest of the world has cricket.
The rest of the world has cricket, which lasts like 10 days per match. And things.
So go back to your exercise thing. You're only exercising after you
Close my ring.
close your exercise ring. And that's when you get to eat. So your new your new daily routine is we record the podcast, you take the podcast to your Hobbit hole /gym.
Oh, we made it all the way back up to the monitor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's what this monitor is for. I wondered if you were replacing like your main monitor, but this is a separate setup monitor. I have to say, I am glad when I saw it come in that it was not an LG. Because LG's in some pretty hot water.
It's weird you say that because I put it in the cart for here at home in Scotland. And then I just kind of left it there, and I thought when Ashley like buys anything on Amazon, it'll just go through with the rest of the cart. But like a week later, it was still in there, and I put in LG for the editing video and editing audio.
That's bold of you to assume I would look at like monitors and keyboards and go, yeah, cool, and just pull the trigger without talking to you.
No,
about
that's true. You probably would put it in save for later.
I did.
Kind of
I put it in save for later, bought my stuff, and then put it back in the cart.
Bought one of your 45,000 skincare products.
Absolutely.
This was the new one, the Miracle Cure that's going to do everything.
How dare you? My skin looks great.
You look fantastic. That was me making fun of how much you spend to look fantastic, not the results of the skincare regimen. So for editing, one of those super ultra wide monitors is great because you have like all the tracks and everything in front of you stretching out.
And you can watch an IMAX film.
And then this is weird, the opposite of our normal computer discussions. I remember years ago when we bought those ultra-wide monitors at our house, they were like $850 each.
They were a big swing at the time.
Now they're like $200 for one. I mean, they're all over the place, but you can get, I don't need like whatever hertz, whatever to play video games. So I just need the format's the most important thing. So I found them for $200. Holy shit, I go, okay, I can make that work. And then look at it. And so I put it in the cart, was there for a week. And maybe because I bought an LG product, suddenly I started getting served all these YouTube videos. They were telling me that LG monitors have malware on them. And I thought, well, I know how to not install an app or whatever. But when you plug it in, apparently it's got some kind of arrangement with Windows. Just recognizing the device, it downloads the quote unquote drivers is what it used to do. But now all of that's like an app. And then it automatically puts this app on your computer, and it was well documented by lots of YouTubers that you plug in an LG monitor into your PC, it installs software and starts showing you ads.
Yeah, I don't think that's an algorithm thing for you. I think it was just very timely because this has all just kind of come up. That yes, the like manager app that LG automatically installs also installs a bunch of like adware, and it's super gross. And it's funny too because it got me thinking. Do you remember a while ago I talked about how I have the TV in front of my treadmill, and so I'll watch a show as I'm walking, and this shitty little ad popped up in the middle of me watching something, and it was like the TV doesn't have the capability, I guess, of like serving sort of like a screen-in-screen, picture-in-picture ad, whatever. So it's just text. And it's the kind of text that normally you would be like an update is available for your smart TV, right? You can install now or you can, wait till you restart, whatever. It was a text-based ad. I don't even remember what it was for because I was so mad about it showing me this stupid, shitty ad that I refused to dedicate a single wrinkle of my brain to what the ad was about. It was just the fact that it existed and that it was so shitty that made me super mad. I went and looked. It's a fucking LG TV.
Yeah, it's an LG TV.
And now I'm mad about it. I'm so mad. There's
a little 20-inch one. It's like one step up from the LCD on the treadmill itself.
yeah. And so now I'm mad at the TV, and because it's a smart TV, there's an app on it that I was going to install to watch some of my shows that isn't available on the Xbox, which is what I usually use to watch the shows on the treadmill. And I tried to install the app, and it goes, "Oh, you're gonna need to sign into your LG account." I was like, "I'm not making an LG account. I'm not giving you shit. You guys are in so much trouble with me. You don't even know. I'm not making an account. You get nothing. You get as little as I can possibly give you." Especially given how much like this shit costs. You pay me.
Yeah, and it makes me wonder too, like, what are they advertising? Like, how is that worth it to the advertiser?
It can't possibly be because like I'm so mad. I don't even remember what the advertisement was about.
Right.
And it has the same energy as like, you get a text that's like, wow, heat got you down? Buy an umbrella at our, 50% off sale. And it's like, oh, great. Suddenly I'm in the market for an umbrella. Completely, it doesn't do anything. How can this be worth it for them to make the experience so shitty for us?
And also, it's like it tanks their brand. Like I literally removed it from the cart found a comparable level monitor. I ended up, I think, buying a Dell is what I bought, and then bought that instead. I don't know that it's better. It's probably not as many YouTube videos about it, but once one of these companies start doing stuff like that, then others start to do it as well. Was LG the company that was doing the smart fridge ads too? Was that LG?
I think that's Samsung.
Samsung years ago too. I remember because we had a TV where you could just give it voice commands, and they were like, "Oh yeah, they're just monitoring your house and like sending audio data back to the company." And it was like, Jesus, that's horrible.
Right. It's like just so anything you say anywhere in hearing range, they'll just be. And the thing is too, most of it's not going to be relevant to them. And they don't care. They will take your whole life for the crumbs that they can get from it.
It's weird, right? But then they don't realize that the thing that
gross.
delivers the crumbs, people are going to stop getting that thing. You know what I mean? Like I literally took this out of my cart because of these YouTube videos and didn't buy an LG product. And now it's on my list of products that I won't buy. And when did that happen? I thought LG was okay. I thought they were fine.
I thought they were too. And I know it's the kind of thing you can go and you can like uninstall the thing and you can block the ads and you can do it. I don't want to do the extra work for it. Make the good thing.
So I looked at that before I removed it from the cart. I thought, I just won't install the app, And then it says, well, Windows automatically does it. I go, well, first of all, I don't want Windows to automatically install apps because I plugged in a piece of hardware. You can see how that could go wrong 1,000 different ways. So I thought, okay, how do I keep this LG from doing it? And looked up how people are doing it. It was as complex as like going in and editing the registry.
I don't want to do registry editing.
I know, right, to make sure that Windows doesn't automatically install this thing once you plug in the piece of hardware. Yeah, that sucks, man. What that should do as a result of that is like look further into like moving away from Windows. But let's be realistic.
We all have our limitations.
Well, I even had a moment like last year when I got that Snapdragon laptop and had to return it because I was like dealing with compatibility issues. I just feel like this point in my life, I don't want to deal with compatibility issues anymore, especially at the processor level. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, like I guess a small bit of good news in the in that front is that
oil is $100 a barrel? Yeehaw!
No, it's not.
Oh, wait,
I don't
we
know
don't
what
sell
that
oil.
means.
Fuck.
I don't know what that means, but or like what is that? What's that going to mean for us? Like trying to fill the car with fuel? That's an absolute nightmare. No, I was thinking more that.
Sorry, that's probably not relatable. Probably a lot of people listeners don't fill a car with gasoline. That's a really rare thing that we do. It might be a Scottish thing. I don't know. Shit. It's below 100 again, but it's going to affect everything.
Spiked.
We're already seeing it start to affect everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was feeling so optimistic about it as well for a little while because I know the prices really spiked really insanely high, and then they were coming back down again.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is great. I know it takes like so much longer for the prices to come down, but they were headed there. It was getting better. And now $100 a barrel, that's not good.
Well, actually, elections are not going to suspend themselves, okay? You need to have a reason to do that stuff. Sorry, go ahead. You were talking about something else, and I got off on the oil thing. Sorry.
No, I was talking about Xbox just announced they're doing PC-based backwards compatibility for some original Xbox games.
Cool.
And which I was like, that's pretty nice. They announced that
Could they have just done that all along?
Probably.
Okay.
Because really it's emulation.
Right. Right.
But they announced that Blink's Fusion Frenzy, Crimson Skies, and Conquer are all now going to be available to play on PC via Game Pass and all that stuff. Or I imagine can you just buy a copy of Blink's now for Xbox, like a digital copy of Blink's? It's funny. It's like if you own it like a digital license, and I was like, who owns a digital copy of Blink's for original Xbox? That's like not a thing.
No, it's not really. That really probably is not a thing. That is like old school. So is Blink's on the list?
Yeah, Blink's is on the list.
Do you know the history of me and my career with Blink's?
Talk to me about Blink's.
Before Rooster Teeth was a site called Drunk Gamers. I thought the purpose of the game or the website was to get free video games from video game companies. I found out later the purpose of the website was to be famous on the internet, which I never understood, but I wanted to get free video games.
It worked great.
We got one free video game over the whole course of a complimentary copy of Blink's the Time Sweeper. That's what we got.
Nice.
But if you think about it, established our
it.
relationship with Microsoft. Halo campaign evolved. People are playing it today. It's in early access. If you have it, I'm not really sure how that works, but I do see a ton of people playing it. And I installed it last night right before I went to bed so I could wake up and it would be ready to play. So I'm playing it this morning, Ashley.
All right. So you can
wait.
Tell you what, you can use Halo to hit your 30 minutes exercise goal, and then we'll give you a piece of fish.
Yeah. After I install my monitor, which I'm sure is a knockoff brand, which is going to be 10 times
Who
worse.
knows what that's going to install?
Who knows what that? I got to be.
See, the trust is gone.
It is. It's gone. It sucks. And maybe I should just go in and do that registry edit so Windows doesn't automatically install stuff for me anyway. I don't want that.
It would be nice to tell me. You're constantly asking me all kinds of stuff. Just ask me this too.
Speaking of weird ads, though, I saw this mobile ad. It's the same mobile ad I've ever seen, which is the game I want to play that doesn't really exist, where you're on the bridge and one
yep.
side of the bridge, the zombies are coming, and then you're shooting something to unlock it on the other side. They've now, I watched one. This is going to be a weird discussion because it's weird, where it starts with them torturing a rhino.
What?
By shaving down its horn, and then the rhino moves to the left side. Somehow that powers up the rhino or imbues it with magical properties. They're shooting the zombies on the right. Then they shoot the rhino with the cut off horn on the left. And the more they shoot it, a big weapon starts to come out of its mouth. And the rhino looks like it's in distress and everything.
The fuck is this ad you're watching?
It makes no sense at all. It's literally just designed to make you mad at it, I think.
I'm already mad at it, and I haven't even seen the ad.
And it's also cruel. It's and here I am talking about it. It's working perfectly.
Were they selling LG monitors?
Oh, yeah. It was automatically installed by Windows when I plugged in my LG monitor. Yeah, so now I got to look up and see if this thing's going to install something. Because that's a big deal. I read recently, too, about a guy who got hacked. And they drained all of his wallets. Sure enough, he had crypto.
His crypto wallets, of course.
It's funny, too, because it's always this horror story about this new way that people are getting phished. But then it always leads to the same end result, which is oh, and I had all my super secure passwords sitting in a flat text file on my desktop, and then they access that. And yeah, I shouldn't have done that part. It's you shouldn't have done that part. But it was weird because the way they got into his system was through an application to a job. And he applied for the job. And now they do this thing of they're kind of looping back around on the mistrust around AI. And that I guess now in interviewers, I see videos about this, but I haven't done an interview for college or for a job recently where they want you to put your hands up and down and match their movements and make sure you're looking at the screen and not looking at something off the screen to give an answer from AI. And so the interviewer or the hackers posed as interviewers and played into that anxiety and was hitting with stuff. And then he had to install their app in order to have a teleconference. And then the video didn't work. So it's well, you're not going to get the job. Here, try this, last resort, try to install this. And it took over his desktop, reinstalled Windows, and then drained all of his crypto wallets. So somebody that you would trust, you would think because you're applying for a job, it just turned out the whole thing was fake.
Whole thing was a scam.
And they got him to install a Trojan horse.
And they play off all the technical anxieties
Correct.
to get you to just short circuit your common sense and do something that you would ordinarily know that you absolutely should not do.
And they're good at it. The first step where you use their teleconference app, that went okay and everything was okay.
See, that's red flag number one for me. If you're not using Zoom or Teams, I'm who are you and what are you doing and why do you want to interview them?
I'll be honest with you. Anytime anyone uses anything besides probably Google Meet, I'm come on, let's not do this. It's so much effort to install everything else.
You say that, but look at LG. They have an easy time installing
Yeah, it's a good point. It's just plugging my LG monitor and use whatever they want to do.
You don't have to worry about anything
The
anymore.
microphone and the TV, thanks to Samsung and everything else. So,
You're going to bomb your next job interview because ads are going to pop up in the middle of your screen while you're interviewing.
Well, what else is going on in the world that we should talk about? Our pre-recording went okay yesterday. Nothing major happened when I was on the plane. I was grateful for that.
You brought me a steam machine, so I'm going to get that set up and I'll report back if I like it. So far, I got to say it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be.
I had to unpack the big box to get it to fit in my check bag, and I should have just unpacked the entire steam machine because the packaging around it, I thought it was going to be way bigger, and I didn't open it because I knew you would want to open it and do the whole thing and everything.
I got to tear the tape.
That thing is fucking tiny.
It's a little bitty.
It's like the size of a tissue box, basically.
It's pretty compact, I gotta say. I'm impressed so far. We'll have to see when we get it running, how its size impresses compared to its performance. But it's definitely not going to take up a lot of space.
I can tell you how it compares to the size of its packaging, which is that was a misdirection because it was hard to fit that packaging into the check bag. I could have just thrown that thing in my backpack, honestly. Mm-hmm. Am I over describing the miniature nature of this? It's about this big, right?
No, it's a little bit. You know what?
There's a tissue box right there.
It's about the size of a tissue box.
Yeah.
But I have to say, it's about the size of a UK tissue box. That I find
UK tissue. No, there's two forms of tissue boxes.
there's the flat wide
There's the
ones,
landscape and the portrait, and then it's the portrait one, the
It's
square one.
Yeah, so we're talking like the IMAX aspect ratio
The
tissue
IMAX
box,
one.
not the like widescreen 16:9 tissue box. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's not the laptop tissue box. It's the desktop tissue box. You guys know exactly what we're talking about. It's two formats of tissue box. It's the vertical one. When did they decide on that?
I don't know.
And we're making fun of it, but I think people actually have a preference
Of
for
course,
tissue
of
boxes.
course they do.
So let me ask you this, because this could be a big test for our relationship. Are you a landscape, a horizontal tissue box person, or are you vertical?
I'm landscape.
You're horizontal.
I am horizontal.
I'm horizontal too.
Because I feel like
Why do we have so many vertical tissue boxes in our house?
Because they just came that way, and I didn't know we could get them in landscape. But I just feel like I have a much easier time pulling one tissue out of at a time out of the landscape box. Whereas with the IMAX box, I feel like, especially at the beginning, I'm always fighting, and I get like 3 tissues at once, and then I have to stuff them back in the box.
Is this the most boomer discussion we've had that we're landscape tissue boxes? And we are like,
I did maybe.
it's all that fucking TikTok. They're vertical tissue boxes.
It's ruining modern tissue. Joe, but I had a problem. So before I picked you up at the airport, I did a little Costco run because there's a Costco in Aberdeen. It's very exciting. And so I took the opportunity to go to Costco. And I was going to get a bunch of household stuff, just stock up because you got your friends coming over. I bought a shit ton of toilet paper because, I don't know, guys go through toilet paper weirdly fast.
It's such a weird thing to do. By the way.
But, you know, I assume we're going to go through a lot. I bought a bunch
like
of...
that episode
like,
of Seinfeld where George buys all the oranges for the Japanese people because he thinks Japanese people just like oranges. It's like, I guess I'll buy... They seem to like toilet paper. I'll buy them toilet paper.
And I bought a bunch of, you know, like... paper towels for the kitchen and all that kind of stuff. Like stock up on a lot of the
How messy do you think we are? It's all like paper products to clean up
stock up
after
on
stuff.
bulk household goods, and I was going to buy a bunch of tissues as well, but I couldn't because they only had widescreen tissue boxes.
Oh, yeah.
And all of our like decorative tissue boxes that the tissue boxes go inside are all IMAX.
Wouldn't it be funny if there was like they did a product placement with Odyssey and it was on tissue boxes and they showed you how you don't see the top of the helmet on the landscape tissue box? If you buy the other tissue box, you get the full image the way that Nolan intended you to see it.
No one talks about how like you could just make it so easily so you can't see stuff on the sides in the IMAX version, right?
Hey, who's the rough and gruff guy who somehow continues to never get canceled? Walking Dead guy, John Barenthal, is that his name?
Yeah.
Is that who it is? Barenthal?
Yep.
Is he in the new Spider-Man movie, or is it just weird that he's doing press tours with Tom Holland? And I'm like, is this an Odyssey thing or is this a Spider-Man thing?
It's not an Odyssey thing.
It's Spider-Man.
I think so.
Because he's in Odyssey with Tom Holland too.
I mean, keep in mind that
oh, right. He's Punisher.
Yeah.
He's Frank Castle. Okay, I thought he was Scorpion. Yeah, I knew that.
You thought he was Scorpion?
Scorpion, apparently, sorry if that's a spoiler, is in the new, he's a villain. It's not Mortal Kombat. Did you think it's Mortal Kombat? It's not Mortal Kombat.
I was like, is this a crossover I didn't know we were having?
Well, there are ninjas apparently in the new
this-
Spider-Man movie, it looks like.
That's because it's the hand, man.
All right, we're going to spoil people who've avoided the trailers or whatever. But yeah. But it's like seeing them together, I'm like, I don't know what they're promoting anymore. It's like 4 actors and everything. You got Timothée Chalamet, you have Zendaya, Tom Holland, John Barenthal,
And they're in all of the
Ryan
things
Gosling,
together.
and they're just in everything.
Well, it's the new studio thing, right? It's like where that you used to have the studio set up where certain actors were attached to certain studios would only be in those studios' movies. It's like that, except it's just this specific set of actors is in every movie ever.
Dude, I saw. I'm looking forward to seeing Alan Ritchson's Motor City, which is coming out really soon. I actually don't know where to watch that, but I see all the promotion for it. It's one of those things. It's like I like that movie. I'm going to have to investigate further to see how to watch this.
Speaking of which, I was trying to, while you were away, I was trying to find a place to go and see Masters of the Universe in theaters, and I couldn't. And now I don't need to because when I was on my TV yesterday, Prime was like, it's now streaming.
So for your weekend
not
plans,
for rental. You don't have to rent or buy it. It's just on Prime.
yeah. So if you want to plan for this weekend, Obsession is now streaming on Peacock. I don't know if you want to see that because it's horror. Masters of the Universe is on Prime. Project Hail Mary is also on Prime right now. And then there's Halo, so you can play Halo. I'm going to have a very nostalgic time of playing Halo and drinking Iron Brew instead of Mountain Dew now. This is how my life has evolved quite a bit since 25 years ago, Ashley. I drink Iron Brew now instead of Mountain Dew.
Right. It's orange instead of green.
Exactly. And I eat Monster Munch instead of Cheetos. I've really moved on as a person. I've matured quite a bit. But then there was something else with weekend plans too. I have my some of my backlog, which always happens when I take a long flight. I watched The Rip on Netflix, which is Matt Damon, speaking of Odyssey, and Ben Affleck. I really enjoyed that.
Really good?
It was great because it was like I felt like straightforward story. Like it was encapsulated. I just really liked it a lot. And then I saw Gore Verbinski's Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die with Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, I heard it was great.
It's so good. It's so good. I loved that. And if you watch it and you listen to this podcast, you'll understand why, because it's all like AI stuff and future stuff and crazy weird stuff. But I just gotta say, have you ever seen Sam Rockwell in a bad role? Ever?
No. He's even if he's in a film that's not great, he is great in that role.
I completely agree. Like, I think if anything, he just ever gets underutilized. Like in Iron Man, when he played Justin Hammer. He was completely underutilized as a villain, and they should have saved him for something else.
Do you ever? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you ever
Like
get
Scorpion.
mad? Do you ever get mad when you see someone in a role and you're like, oh shit, now they can't be in this kind of thing again because
Right.
they've been used up.
Oh shit, he's already come up in the batting order, so we can't, have him like 5 bats from now or something,
Exactly. We can't save him for when we really need him.
He's so good in everything. Everything. That guy is great in, and he's got like a really specific voice that I don't even know what part of America he's from or anything like that. He's great in Moon. He's great in small roles, even like Green Mile. He was great in Green Mile. Galaxy Quest. He's amazing.
Oh god,
Galaxy
he's
Quest.
so good in Galaxy Quest.
God, he's so good. He's such a good actor. I'd love to see Sam Rockwell.
Charlie's Angels, baby.
More, yeah, Charlie's Angels too. Man, I would love to see him in more stuff, man. More
Look,
stuff.
he's in so much stuff. Hold on, let me look up how many credits he's in. He's got like 116 credits.
While we're talking
He's in
about-
your favorite film, Argyle.
We're talking about acting and casting stuff. I know this is long, guys. I'm back with Ashley. So
we have a lot to catch up on.
Did you see the casting announcement that happened overnight?
I did.
Jeff Hayes, the narrator of the Dungeon Crawler Carl books, has now officially been cast as the voice of Princess Donut in the television series.
That's the right move.
Such a tremendous... It communicates to me so much stuff about this show that is so good. I'm so happy for Jeff. He's an incredibly talented guy. He's also the CEO of an audiobook company. And I think this is a really great thing because so many times there'll be an actor who makes a character so beloved and locks you into that character. And then when they go to adapt it in like film or television, they go through this thing of casting other people. And it's like, even like Rocky in Project Hail Mary. Yeah, Ortiz did a fantastic job with Rocky, but man, you can go listen to the audiobook and get a totally different Rocky, and it's amazing. I think this is a huge step forward in a lot of ways. I think it says a lot about the show, but also hopefully they'll be casting more people who originally introduced us to these characters and made them beloved. Like, I would have loved to have seen Troy Baker play Joel in Last of Us. I would have loved it. He could have bulked up, dude. He could have.
He could do it.
Yeah, you can hit the gym. Go in there with Chris Evans and Kumail Nanjiani. You got that.
Put him in the tank.
I'm just incredibly happy. I think it's such a great choice. He is a tremendous talent, and it gives me so much more hope for the Dungeon Crawler Carl television series.
I'm very excited about the news. I
Yeah.
think it's fantastic to hear. And so that's the first casting announcement. It was announced at San Diego Comic-Con, so probably not the last casting announcement that we'll get, just like they're just getting the ball rolling.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's a very exciting one.
Yeah. I mean, obviously another big choice is Carl, but so far so good on the casting, which is the best thing that you can say. Fantastic. Happy news, everybody.
10 out of 10. I want to say a big thank you to a couple other 10 out of 10s, if I may. Steve Wojcik and 93 Pirate Boy. Thank you both so much for sponsoring this episode of our show at patreon.com/morningsomewhere and roosterteeth.com.
All right, it's great to be back in Scotland, everybody. That does it for us this week, ending July 24th, 2026. We will be back to talk to you on Monday. We hope you will be here as well.
Bye, everybody.